Hello and welcome to another vlog, this time from Shropshire again. This vlog was actually supposed to be filmed somewhere else, but we had such terrible weather that firstly, I couldn't get to the place I wanted to go to because there was trees down. And secondly, when I drove to my alternative place, my windscreen cracked on the way, so I had to go home. So we're trying it again up here. The theme of the video though is going to be how many miles and how many meters of elevation can I get out of one charge on my Orbea Wild. I very often do not manage to actually flatten my battery. So I go out with other people, they all get flat batteries or near enough, and I usually end up with like at least 1 or 2 bars spare. In fact, I've only ever seen the dial look orange once. So I'm going to try today to see if I can flatten it. That does not mean I'm going to run it around in boost all the time. It just means I want to get as much mileage and as much elevation and as many runs as I possibly can out of one charge. What do you think about that, Colin? Are you ready to run down your battery as well? Here's the steed on the eve. Excuse the fact that it wasn't clean from yesterday from Llangollen. Talk water bottle filled with loads of water because it's probably going to be a big ride. These tyres from Vittoria are doing so well. Such a massive difference yesterday when I was riding, which is great. Bike turns on, which is a good start. I have opted for gilet and a warm jacket rather than a waterproof because it's not actually raining and it's not forecast to. Melon glasses, they're the ones that change depending on the light. Look at that weird thing in the background. And so they see they're quite clear now because it's not really sunny, but they would go brighter if I needed them to. I'll look into the sun now, see if they change. Don't know. Seems bright. It's hurt my eyes. Anyway, trail helmet because it's a trail ride. I've got waterproof trousers on. I've had to go back to some Enduro ones because my Madison ones, they had to go back because the zip broke, which was fine. But then by the time I sent them back, Madison had discontinued that particular set of salopettes. So I can't get hold of any until July, which is just pointless because I won't need them in July, hopefully. Obviously, I'm sharing my ride today with Jin. Luckily, he didn't see the part where he got naked to get changed and only the silly face at the end.
And I forgot my trail helmet, so I'm going with a full face.
Ah, so you're the stupid one today.
I'm never the stupid one. That's the stupid one.
You're not stupid, are you? Although you are a bit, because now you look like you can't get out when you could just go out the side door. Right, starting off, as you can see, full battery. So I am in trail mode. I have custom settings on my Bosch. So it is not what the regular setup is. So green would normally be eco, but I've changed that to trail, but I turned the settings down so it doesn't give me that much of a boost. And then what would be trail is the old EMTB, again with the settings turned down. The purple is EMTB plus, but I have custom settings on that as well because as a lighter rider I find that it can actually really boost me a little bit too much and it can kick me too much. So like on a techie trail or something where I might be wanting to go just a little bit of an extra half pedal stroke to push me around a section, it could sometimes be like so kicky that it would shoot me into trees and all. You can tell not many people ride this because I just had to go past a load of trees that have fallen down all over the track and stuff. Because most of the trails when you come to Eastridge, you can park in the community car park on the other side of the hill, which takes you straight to the trails that most of the people have built. So, well, you probably wouldn't want to actually come round this point. And that's why it's a little bit more exciting maybe than normal because of the fact you have to avoid literal trees all the time. Yeah, we had a busy day. So climbing again. I've adjusted my seat height so I can be a little bit better balanced on these corners. Colin is somewhere behind us with about half a tree that he's got wedged, but he will realise in a minute, hopefully. He's he He got quite a bit of a tree.
Yeah.
There, well, on the fire road bit.
Colin!
Ride is not about seeing if I can maintain the battery and keep it going for as long as possible. What I want to see is how long will it last on a ride that's a normal kind of ride for me, as well as in the mode I would normally use. So I'm not going to purposely use boost where I wouldn't, or use eco in a place I wouldn't normally use eco. I'm just going to ride it just in the way I normally do. So it's kind of an authentic test. Definitely has not been ridden or looked at. We both attempted to like cycle through this bush, but it's so heavy. Literally can't get past it. And I can hear Jim swearing further up ahead. Just head down, eyes closed, and just push. This is where like having a regular bike could be easier when you've got to shove it around stuff. So battery update, I have yet to use half a bar and I've been going in between trails, so the blue light and EMTB plus, or EMTB, which is the purple one on my bike, and I haven't, I wonder if the camera picked that up just as it changed. But what I was going to say is that Jim, and you've been using your trail version, which is EMTB, isn't it? And when did you, I noticed before me, you hit half a bar.
But I'm a lot heavier because of my penis.
Yes, definitely his penis and not anything else. Certainly not his brain. We got to a little bit in the route and we've come to this massive well. How deep did you say it was?
I think the deepest bit's something like 600 metres.
Wow. And there's quite a few of these along this route in various different places. And if
Lead mines.
Yeah, they're lead mines. And if you go to near where Snail Beach is, there is like a whole museum and stuff. You can actually go and have a guided tour through and have a look. That's how Jim knows about all the stuff. But you can see them outside in the fields and stuff quite a lot over this route. Information about the place that we are at now.
This is called the Stiper Stones. And it's this area with the 3 cottages, got loads of history to it. People lived here, I think they last lived here maybe the 40s or something, I'm not sure. And it's like looked after by the National Trust. And you can come up here and you can look around, which we will do now. There's even a free outdoor toilet, compost loo.
Amazing.
If you want poo. And it's got one of them windy things, which I'll show you in a moment, with a proper Shropshire accent, telling you about like when people lived here and getting stuck in the snow in the olden days.
Cool, let's go and have a look. Looks a bit like a bothy, but I guess it isn't, because you probably can't come and just please yourself if it isn't open. How nice. I'm sure there's places like this around more local to me. I just haven't really found them. But I am feeling more sort of not that I want to give up trail riding and enduring downhill bits, obviously, because I love that, but I have sort of turned a bit of a corner with wanting to do sort of more rides like this.
It's gone. This is where the famous Stiper Stones outdoor toilet was.
No way. What am I going to do now? I can't go to the toilet.
Sign of it. It was here.
Are you sure you didn't just imagine it?
No, I've used it a few times. I've had outdoor popsicles.
That's a bit too much information. To be fair, they probably got rid of it because it's quite nice and peaceful around here, and then you just imagine a toilet. You're right there, Cole. Come in then.
The snow of 1947.
That doesn't sound like a Shropshire accent to me.
Track 8 will do when you hear them. That's 8.
Please turn me till the message plays.
I'm doing.
In the 1947 snow, my mother never left the hill for 13 weeks. Dad managed to get down, but his tracks filled up with snowdrifts.
That is so cool because it makes you realise that, like, well, obviously, you know, people lived in places like this, but when you can actually come and see it rather than just trying to imagine it, it makes it so much better. Whew! So, back out into the open. Cold. Definitely got cold. I don't know if you can see with the camera, but there's little bits of snow up there and it's quite windy. Very edgy and a little bit windy, so just be a little bit cautious. Also, this like black mud is very slippy. There looks like there's some trails off the edge as well, but I guess we're doing this one. There's lots of different ways we could have gone apparently, but because we've got Colin, go on then. We're going this way because basically if we went some of the other ways, oh there's the snow, then we would have to go a bit on the road to come back because of because of the direction that we would have gone, because we're going to drop Colin back at the van because he won't want to come when we go over to the main Snail Beach trails.
Tell me the old myth about
Look at that. That looks cool.
And the Stiper Stones up in Shropshire.
The Stiper Stones, they're these jagged quartzite peaks in Shropshire, and right on top sits the Devil's Chair, a natural stone throne that looks almost carved out. Old tales say it marks where Lucifer rested while dragging hellhounds across England. Sit in it at midnight on a full moon, and he'll whisk you away unless you outwit him.
So we're going to go up and do this, not this bit, that's right now, but apparently quite a weird, techie, sort of rocky climb. But I have been told there's not an edge, which is good because I'm not a massive fan of those edges. So I hate the feeling of the bike being blown. The worst I ever had with that is I had this really nice Trek Pro Caliber carbon cross country bike, lovely bike, but it was just too light because when I was riding it in a little bit of wind, I'd feel the bike being moved underneath me, and fair bit of snow up here by the looks of it. Oh no, can't really pedal because there's not enough room to pedal. Whoa, getting the walk mode on. Yep. Oh, quite deep in places. Majestic. I've still only used half a bar. Jim's used the whole bar now. And yeah, we've been going for over an hour. I don't know how far we've gone yet. I haven't looked at my watch, but I'll have a look at that when we get back to the van and drop Colin off.
Yeah, this is the easy bit.
So we're starting the climb. It's supposed to be really tricky. Colin seems to have got second wind. Oh, it's gonna look pretty cool when we get over here. You probably can't see yet because of the camera angle. My face is definitely cold. Getting a bit trickier. Trying to follow my own line rather than just blindly following Jim, because it might be that I can get through certain places and lines that are better for me. Certainly not getting any less rocky, and it's getting foggier. Now, if you believe that story to be true, if I could get the audio off what Grok said, then the weather is quite fitting to the story. Wonder where you gone then? So, climbing round. Oh, Carl, that would have been an easier way, little munchie. Here you go, let me help you. Ready? Oh, and then, good boy, good boy. so unassuming over there, doesn't it? And yet you got this massive, great big rock feature here. Oh, I can just pile the camera into the edge.
So I think this is the
Hello, Colin.
Yeah, I think this is the highest bit. I'm guessing. I don't really know. It's either this or that last bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here we go now. Down there.
Yeah.
About half a mile.
Yeah.
Then we come back up like, and then join where we came down. But this here gets really rocky. You think that was bad?
Yeah.
That's fuck all.
So, but we'll be going down rather than climbing.
Down, yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm glad I got that rim protector in.
Very renowned for punctures.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. And we don't have any spare wheels in the van because it's on yours.
Right.
Back down. This is the bit that Colin won't like so much. Careful, you nearly kicked him off the edge. He's a good boy.
No, not that way, you know.
And in one piece, including Colin. And now for the rocky bit. Really hope don't get puncture. About not dabbing, it's not even rideable. Every time I get a bit of momentum, I end up either in a sudden hole or it's windy and I get blown out to put my foot out. It's actually quicker for me to just walk it. I hope we have enough time to do more riding after this. Jim is a classic, doesn't really think about how long things take in terms of time, etc. And well, it's already past 2 o'clock now. It's obviously still January, so I don't know if we'll actually get any more trails in by the time we've got off this. So windy up here now. Crazy. Really bitey. Yeah, I'm surprised you got so far. How far we can get on these. Try not to get blown. There's clearly a line to be had, but I mean, I reckon even if you did this all the time, you'd still struggle to find the line because remembering all the sections. Like at least with Dartmoor, you'd have a little bit of this, and then you'd have a bit of a break for some easier bits. He's a little baby trail dog. To the van now. Colin's definitely feeling it. My bike is on 3.5 and Jim's is on 3, so there's not that much difference now. We haven't gone that far, just over 6 miles, but I would have thought with how difficult some of the climbs were in terms of like technicality, they might have used a bit more, but I guess we weren't whizzing up them, so I suppose it does make sense in a way that we didn't use much battery there. Come off the sort of XC route bit we've done, and we're now into Eastridge route. Eastridge. Listen, you're interrupting my video. Eastridge Woods. Oh, straight away not ready. Like I mentioned about the timing, Jim didn't realise what the time was. It's now 21 minutes past 3. We did stop for a little bit because we saw Neil Donahue from GMBN, and so basically had a little bit of a chat, but of course that costs us a bit more time and we are against the light and there is no way we can do a million trails in here to drain the battery now. Woohoo! Look at Carl go! It's amazing how he can literally find like second wind, this dog. Mind you, he likes it in here, so it's probably giving him a bit of an energy boost.
Come on then, Cole.
Stay
there.
Stay, good boy. So we've hooked back up with Neil from GMBN for a run. He went down where we were going much quicker than us because poor Colin is cream crackered now. Also, when it's all rocky, it really hurts his little feet. Oop, nearly went totally different trail to them then. That's the trouble with here. It's like, you might have heard on there, Jim was just saying about 13 different trails. Now when we say 13 trails, we don't mean 13 like new start trails, we mean like 13 options, but some of those probably come off other ones that we have. So it's so easy to get lost down things. Oh, look. Oh, missed that bit. Whoop. Ended up in that tree that was down.
No?
Ended up in that tree that was down. Just got very confused.
Yeah, you can go all the way up now.
Easy, good boy. Picking our way down through different stuff. Stay. Oh. To try and get back over to that, and I'm hope that Jim knows where he's going. Colin, stay, good boy. Because if he doesn't, I have absolutely no idea where we are now at all. Never been to this side of the forest, and although yeah, there are definitely trails here to be had, obviously no idea where they'd come out, but we do like an adventure. Ooh. Would have been right on you then. Down to 3 bars, and I had a look on my Garmin watch, and we have done 17 kilometers now, so that makes me feel a bit better. I'll see at the end when I stop my watch, like the elevation. New tricks.
Yeah.
Cool. Stay.
Okay.
Yep. Stay. Good boy. Yeah, I don't know what you said before though, because you literally shouted into the wind. Good boy. Doesn't even look like trail. My God, where is the trail? Whoa, fucking hell. People are not riding this one. This just looks like leaves. Like I'm just, by the time I went exploring around Arlington, and I just like went randomly off through the trees. Yeah, don't get bothered doing this one again, to be honest. It's the end of part 1 of the ride. I'm not sure yet whether it'll be in 2 separate vlogs or the same one. Just depends how much footage I've got and how much usable footage I've got and what's worth watching. But this part is over, so I'm gonna get clean now, tidy up, go and have some food, rest and recover. I'm going to Cairsu's bike park tomorrow, so that will be on the rayon. So this bike, although it won't be ridden, it will be sat, so I'm going to say it's probably not going to discharge too much, but even if it is, it's only going to be a few percent, which is probably not going to make much difference. Thank you very much for watching so far. If I end up doing this in a completely separate video, thank you for watching the whole video, and I'll see you at the next one.